What we're going to do is, if there's anything that stands out as ridiculous hate, we're going to put it up here because, guys, you learn a lot about the attitudes of Chinese society, and at least that segment of Chinese society, if you look at the kind of things they throw at us all the time. So what do we got?
Well, can I say something real quick? This is, we put it up on the subreddit, and a lot of people are coming in there, and we're going to use those for the next episode. So from now on, anything that goes in Wumao Corners is your selection. It's what you find on our channels.
Yes, yes.
This is, we just got this one going from last week that we're using.
Yeah.
So we wanted to highlight a couple of them today.
Great. So what do we got?
Would you like me to read the first one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is, you are banned forever to enter China. This is directed at both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, you gain more money by telling lies bashing China. Some lose, some gains. All I wonder is, do you have good sleep at night? How you explain everything to your daughter years later?
I got great sleep. Super good sleep. Because I'm not in a country where I can get a knock on the door where someone's going to come and try to arrest me for having an opinion on the internet.
There you go. Well
you know
said.
what I mean?
Also, how are you going to... I hate when they have to bring family into
They love
this.
to bring our wives and daughters into this stuff all the time.
It's gross.
Guys, that's cowardice. You know,
Yeah,
at the end of the
really
day...
lame. You're going to make yourself
my
look
daughter
real
is
bad.
like a toddler. She's like less than 2 years old. She can't even speak, and yet you try to drag her into all this all the time. My wife is her own person. She's independent. She's got nothing to do with me other than the fact that she married me and lives with me and is part of my family. But, you know, her opinions and her outlooks in life do not reflect mine.
No.
So what I say is me.
That's correct.
You know?
I was going to comment, but I'm not going to. Just wanted to show... This was not a funny one. It's just to show you what kind of tactics they like to use. Next one. There's a couple
let's see what we got next. Okay. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's a little slow.
This is the story of a woman.
There we go.
Walter Black. Again, I wanted to show this one because they like to use Western names.
Right.
So I actually had a...
Yeah.
The tactic is to try to throw people off into thinking that they're not Chinese nationalists.
Yeah.
So they make these accounts, and oftentimes you'll go and see the account was made a few days ago.
Yeah, but you can tell always from the grammar and the way they write. It's
for
very
sure.
easy.
But sometimes I'll see them go, the same accounts will go on pro-CCP stuff, and they're like, yes, we Chinese love you.
Yes.
You know, they'll go on to like Barrett or like
one
Nathan
of those
Richard,
guys,
and they'll say, we Chinese love you, but it's the same account that says, I am a European living.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's hilarious.
I don't suppose this guy did it, but you see a lot where they say like, as a whatever
white Canadian,
as a insert your different nationality here, or they'll put their thing. And by the way, I'm not Chinese. I'm this.
Yeah,
it's too obvious, guys.
Yes,
nobody would have to actually say what their nationality is. You know. So what does he say?
China does not miss you. Things are demonstrably better in China than 8 years ago. I don't know where 8 years this comparison.
Dude, I've been out of China for about 2.5 years, not even 2.5 years now.
I guess not.
No, end of 2019. It's not, dude. It's like 2 and a little bit years.
Right.
So I don't know what this 8 years nonsense is all about.
Corruption, pollution, economy, everything tangible the population see and feel is better. You cannot organize against the government. You never could. The Chinese people have stood up and no longer need loser Lao Wais in their country. Guests who complain and have nothing to contribute. They define what is valuable. Not you are not welcome. But and again, not to commentate on this, but
it's not such a bad hate. Like I
no.
like the way he's going with this.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
What I wanted to comment on is it's just wrong.
Sure.
Because this idea that they need foreign approval still very much exists. You look all over the Chinese internet when I did that expose about, oh, my city, our Chinese city was on American TV. They're still hiring white monkeys to do propaganda work for them. It's still exactly the same. They still need foreign approval for their bullshit authoritarian regime. And this argument is completely wrong. It's demonstrably wrong.
It's something I'm always against. I don't like the fact that they have to rely on foreigners for legitimacy.
Yeah, and this whole like corruption, pollution, economy, and everything has improved. The only thing I can say is maybe basic salaries have improved, and maybe some living standards for some people. The corruption has improved?
Nope.
It's just super high level now.
Yeah.
And it hurts people even more.
This idea that suddenly things change in 2.5 years in such a massive way, that society that has been, for however many hundreds of thousands of years or whatever, things are just going to change is nonsense, okay? The insight that we have into China is exactly the same right now, and it's as valid right now as it was 2 years ago, and it's as valid right now as it would be 20 years ago, China changes when it comes to new buildings, new infrastructure, things like that. That changes all the time. They can implement new laws and all that, but we're savvy to all of that. You think we don't have our ear on the ground? You think we're not constantly getting new footage, new stuff from people there who are living there, our family, our friends? Things don't change that quickly. And the way that China is reacting and the way that people are, you know, like politicians and stuff are, you know, acting around the world is exactly what we'd expect. Nothing has changed.
No. In fact, it has gotten demonstrably worse.
Yes, it's gone backwards. Anyway, do we have another one?
No.
Okay,
so next time, well, we just want people to throw up the ones that you find. We'll usually choose funny ones.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like ones that give you proper insight into what's going on.
Post ones that you want us to explain too.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We'll look into it because it's kind of fun to see the little tactics. They have new tactics every single time.
They do morph.
Yeah, they try to, like, I don't know, confuse you or paint you as a criminal or try to play the good guy for a little bit. Or
there's a new thing that people are trying to, like, there's Wumaos out there. They're trying to say that you were arrested for being a thief in China.
A thief?
Yeah, like you, and they have proof. They have proof that you were caught stealing.
I'd love to see that.
Stealing things in China, by the way.
I would love to see that, by the way. I really would. Please.
I'm just saying that is a new thing. I don't know why that's a thing. I think because they think that it's like a loss of face.
Look, it's the whole thing about try to delegitimize the person. You know, so if someone's saying something like, "Hey, there's a fire over there," they're like, "That guy doesn't even know what a fire looks like," or "That guy's a bad man. Don't listen to him." Something like that. It's nonsense.
The wall,
All right, look at that. Yeah, it sounded like Austin Powers. It kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. He's like, whoa? He's a real barrel of laughs. You'll see what I'm talking about here.
This is Buddha fighting on behalf of the CCP. This is Kami Buddha's fault.
It's Kami Buddha's, like, shooting out.
Uno reverse card. Oh wow! Oh, Zorro showed up,
and then he, like, electrocutes them with.
What was that?
And then I don't know what's with these.
What is happening?